Hi everyone and welcome to Astar's Place. I'm so excited. The spring bulbs have almost started to grace our presence, which means that spring is not that far away. I happened to see these the other day. I was at the ATM machine and out the corner of my eye at this little florist, I saw these beautiful little muscari. When I was a little girl, you used to get blue ones and I've never ever seen these white ones. Well, I just loved them so much I had to have them. Well, and having these and bringing them home, I did not think that the plastic pot was really what I wanted. So I whipped up this container, so refer to how to turn terracotta pots into a nice urn with some Play-Doh roses. Now, what I've discovered with spring flowers is they're best left alone. I used to take them out of their pots and then replant them, but what I've discovered is they actually don't last very long, and because they're such delicate little flowers and foliage, they sometimes get bent and damaged. So now what I do is I leave them on their own. I find a really lovely container, and then I just use a bit of sphagnum moss, leave them in their pot, put a bit of something on the top of them, and then just create a really lovely, easy arrangement. So what I'm going to do with the sphagnum moss is, look, I love this stuff, and you can buy it in blocks, and you just soak it in water. It takes up like heaps and heaps and heaps of water and then springs back into life. So just pushing all of that selenite, squeeze out some of that water. And the other thing is, by undercut, what I've done with the inside of this container is I've actually put the sealant, so it's a special terracotta sealant that you can get to keep the moisture in. Right, from there, leaving them in their little containers. And if you live in a warm environment like we do here in Auckland, or well, it's actually quite a humid area, the other thing I've discovered with the spring bulbs is if you put them into the ground, then usually they just rot. So what I do is I just keep them in their little pots, and then when they die down, I just put them out the back and leave them, and they sort of like to be all grown in really tight clumps. So they're fine in these little pots for 2 or 3 seasons. Right, one into there. I've got 3 here. I'll bring one over and into there, and then I'll dig a wee hole in here and put that into there. Now, because we do not like the plastic pots, just put a bit more sphagnum moss around there. You could even use wood chips or bark or anything else that you've got. Just cover those up, turning that around. I've got a little bit here. Take that out of there, and then getting rid of that and not making a mess. The other thing is I've got this lovely baby's tears. I absolutely love this. It's just growing everywhere at my place. I've left a little bit of soil onto that, and I know that that is going to live quite beautifully in with that. And what will happen is that'll start growing into there. Oh my goodness, yes it is, it's a worm. Let's not look. Put that onto there. I don't think we need that. We leaf into there, and I've got enough to bring round, and look at that. Spring has sprung at Astar's Place, and that is going to be just gorgeous sitting on my new table in my lounge. And another little tip I want to share with you, give those a good spray every day, and then put them outside at night, and they won't go long and leggy, and because sometimes they'll go a bit yellow. But doesn't that just look beautiful? I absolutely adore it. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope that this is a nice little tip that you can use for doing something with your spring bulbs on bulb. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you another day.